What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. So we got some big news here. The Epstein Files seems to be a major cover-up, and the victims are crying foul. I'm going to give you guys the details of it here in this video, and pages are being deleted here after they're being released, and it makes you wonder, what are they trying to hide and what are they trying to cover up? Also in this video, we will be going over our holiday giveaway here. If you can guess a trivia question and be picked as a winner, you could win $100 directly from me here in this video. So stay tuned. So let me give you guys the information here in this video as we're live right now here on the It's Jimmy Show on YouTube. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos. I will keep you up to date. Here we go. Epstein survivors are criticizing Trump's Department of Justice for failure to release all the files, along with several other things like this, where they released 119 pages of completely redacted information. Yes, these are all different pages where they are just completely blacked out, and this is directly from justice.gov/Epstein/files. These are pages that the Department of Justice released because they were forced to. And how is this transparency? How is this, this is an absolute complete joke, and I guess we're supposed to just deal with it. And actually, over 500 pages in the Epstein Files released were entirely blacked out, and a lot of pages were almost entirely blacked out, redacted, where there was almost some very little usable information. And it makes you wonder here how much stuff is being hidden besides, victims' identities. Because when you're blacking out entire pages, there's a lot of skeptical information, a lot of skeptics out there right now. And we're seeing headlines like this: at least 15 newly released Epstein files have disappeared from the Department of Justice's website, records show. One of the missing files showed a mass of framed photos on a desk that included former President Bill Clinton and the Pope. In an open drawer in the same image, there was a photo of President Donald Trump, Epstein, and Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, which was then removed from the website. So it makes you wonder here, why? Now remember that this is the Trump Department of Justice, so they're not necessarily worried about, naming names on the Democrats or showing pictures of the Democrats. And it does make you kind of wonder why this picture would be, released potentially by accident and then removed just hours later after it's an oops kind of moment. We didn't see that, and now we're going to delete it. Yeah. Over a dozen Jeffrey Epstein survivors shared a letter with Congress urging lawmakers to hold the Justice Department accountable for delays in releasing all the Epstein files. They slammed the DOJ for failing to redact some survivors' identities, which is funny because they're redacting everything else, as required by law, and for withholding some files beyond the December 19th deadline. And no financial documents were actually included in the release, and all 119 pages of a grand jury document released by a federal judge were just fully redacted. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said more documents should be rolled out in the coming weeks, but did not explain the delay because they already should have been released. In a letter, the survivors said the files were released with abnormal and extreme redactions with no explanation. They also criticized how challenging or impossible it was to search through the trove of documents released and how the DOJ has failed to communicate with Epstein's victims on what information was withheld from the release, how to locate files or relate to their cases, or also offer copies of the files despite repeated requests. Survivors are asking Congress to stand up for the rule of law and demanding legal actions to ensure the DOJ upholds its promise to release the files in full. Worth noting that Democratic representatives in Congress, Jamie Raskin and Robert Garcia, said they are exploring all legal options since the DOJ has failed to release the complete set of files by the deadline. And Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer introduced a resolution Monday urging the Senate to take legal action against the Trump administration for withholding and heavily redacting the files. However, remember, Republicans control the House and the Senate, so will they actually do anything is, another piece of matter. Now, if you do go to justice.gov/Epstein, you can search the full Epstein library. And if you type in something like Trump, you can see the name Trump shows up 625 times in the full Epstein library. Lots and lots of results. And if you type in the name Clinton, 1,065 results. So there is a lot of stuff in here that did show up. Let's look at one of the results to show up. Here it is. Here is what we look at. Yeah. Go ahead, take a look at all this stuff. Completely blacked out photos. Just completely blacked out. But still, things like Trump and Clinton are still found in here. But you look at these photos and they're just 100% blacked out. And it does make you wonder what is being hidden. Because there's a lot. There is a lot. Yeah. So now a Bill Clinton spokesperson said that they, quote, don't need protection, and they are asking for release of all the Epstein files. So do with that what you will. So let me know your thoughts. Are you happy with how the Department of Justice is handling this? Or, do you think that there's a conspiracy or just a flat out, they're just denying the public of what should be released? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, so our next holiday trivia question giveaway here. So if you guys have been watching my show, we're giving away money for holidays as a thanks for watching and being a part of our community. And we've done this here previously as well. So if you guess the answer to our trivia question, you're entered into the pool of people who have guessed correctly. And from there, we will randomly pick 2 people to be the winners and get $100 each directly from me. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Okay? So today's trivia question here is, let me see. According to a famous Christmas movie, what happens every time a bell rings? According to a famous Christmas movie, what happens every time a bell rings? If you think you know or have a guess, leave a comment down below. And if you're picked at random to be a winner, you could win $100 directly from me. So I will keep you up to date. So make sure to share this video so others can see this information. And make sure to subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. I will keep you up to date. Click here to see a new executive order President Donald Trump just did, which is really big for millions of Americans. Or click here to see some stimulus checks going out here by Christmas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the